Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel and also welcome to another cold story. This story is going to be quite long because it contains kinda huge October cold. So I will probably divide it into two parts and the next part would come out in a week indeed. So make sure you are going to be here if you are going to like the chapter number 1. So this story is again about my boyfriend, because you all seem to laugh when he's the center of the story, and so do I. So let the story begin. It was in October, and it was a year 2021, so it's a year ago. We were buying a bed and mattress, so we went to the store and we were waiting there for the packages to come because we wanted to take them home by ourselves. And we were sitting in this weird waiting room with a lot of strangers. Actually, I was the only one who was sitting, I mean, from two of us, and he was standing next to me and also above me because he was standing and I was sitting. And he started to be slightly sniffly, and I didn't pay attention to it. I was sitting there being annoyed as hell because uh, it took really long. So the room we were waiting in was not only weird but also really cold, and we were waiting there for probably 2 hours. So it really was quite a long amount of time, and he already looked tired, but it was in the middle of the week, so I didn't really think it was suspicious, but it was, as you will hear later in the story. I was sitting there when I noticed that he inhaled super fast, and of course he sneezed, and it was a double. And it was so close because he was standing right next to me. I looked at him and I didn't bless him, as you already know that I didn't do it back in those days, and you know why if you listen to the previous call story I made. Yeah, so he sneezed and I started to be aware that he might be getting a cold. I have this kind of radar, and I always know when people are sick or getting sick, even when they don't know it yet. But I said nothing, and I was just curious what will happen next. He blew his nose, and it took him forever. Finally, we got the packages in the furniture store, and we were able to go home the rest of the day, or probably rather evening, because it was already dark outside. It was our job to clean the room and build the furniture, and I started to vacuum the floor and turned away from him, just minding my own business, which was vacuum cleaning. And he was probably just standing there at that moment when he sneezed a strong triple. I was pretending I didn't hear it, but of course I did. Like, the vacuum cleaner was way too quiet compared to those thunder sneezes. Next sneezes came in about a half an hour, and it was again a strong triple. We were printing out some pictures, so we were both in front of the computer when he turned his head away from me and sneezed. He even commented on his sneezes, saying he doesn't know what is happening. But I knew what was happening: a cold. Yeah, and that's it for this part. And Guys, there is so much in this story to look forward, so I hope you liked it and that we are going to meet again in a week in next part that I'm going to record. And yeah, you can look forward to other cold symptoms and also to what he said about his cold back in those days, which was pretty much interesting for me, and I probably blushed a lot when it happened. Yeah, so bye, have a great morning, evening, lunch, whatever you're having. And again, I hope you enjoyed it because I really did. Bye.